tell me who y'all actually want to see. Because I know, and I can't, naturally, I'm going to save it for when he gets on here. But you all know, you all are crazy. Like when some of the most popular artists get on here, y'all go crazy in my DMs. Y'all respond to my stories. You want to see Low on here? Okay, I know Low. I actually got his cell phone number, so I might be able to make that happen. Y'all go crazy when certain people on here. So I want the viewers to start telling me who y'all want on here. So when my team reaches out, I got y'all behind me. Like, the people want to see you in the place to be. All right, let me try now because it's showing up. He's showing up on my thing. There we go.
What's happening with you?
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm starstruck. Y'all, it's Mook Ali. He's on my live.
Nah, I ain't nobody.
I'm starstruck. I was just saying how when I post certain interviews, the first day I post for promotion, some artists it's like, okay, get a lot of love. When I posted you, I got so many DMs. Everybody was like messaging me, like it was crazy. It was so crazy.
I love it, man. Nah, they're my niggas. Shout out everybody who tuned in, who tapped in, you feel me? Shout out everybody who went and checked out the page and everything. You know, it's nothing but love on this end.
Yes. So first off, I gotta say thank you. I didn't get to tell you that personally. Like, thank you so much for being able to give us your time to come on the live, just chat a little bit.
No problem. Ain't nothing, you feel me? I'm happy to be here, you feel me? I'm mad I got caught up in all this bullshit. They still got me out here on the road. I was supposed to be in by now, but this Atlanta traffic kind of crazy.
So you're located in Atlanta?
Yeah, I'm in Atlanta now.
I thought so. I think I saw that on Instagram. That's cool. When did you make that move from here?
Like a couple months ago, like back in like March, I want to say. So it ain't been long at all, for real. I'm still getting used to all that shit.
Did you go to like follow music or you just wanted to?
That's all it. I've been wanting to get out here for music for a while because Atlanta been busting. Like it's been the wave if you're trying to really get serious about your craft. But I just been, caught up with the school and everything else down in Texas. So by the time I finished, it was like, fuck it, let's go ahead and make that move,
Wow. So you're in school too?
Nah, I just finished last May.
Oh, congratulations. What you study?
It was radio, television, and film. So like just basic communication shit.
Wow. So how's Atlanta? What is it like? First of all, it's so different from Baltimore.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
Talk about that a little bit.
One thing I can say I like is like I was in Texas for like 5 years, right? And I don't see too many Baltimore people out there. Like if I run into somebody from Baltimore, it's like once every blue moon. Out here in Atlanta, this down the street for us. Everybody from Baltimore love Atlanta now, so I'm always running into somebody from the crib, but always like just being around that. You know what I'm saying? So it's different. It's way more fast paced, and Atlanta don't believe in COVID. They never did. So everything out here been open, been jumping. But it's different. It's definitely cool out here though. Like I like it so far, especially on the music scene. It's a lot more opportunities, a lot more avenues, just for niggas to work. Back home it might be a few little sings here or there, but then you gotta watch out for shooting and all this other dumb shit. Still happen like that out in Atlanta, but it's just a lot more for you to see and explore. Just like a whole new ballpark for niggas.
Yeah, I'm laughing. They talking about them laughing at the fact that there's no mask going on down there.
Hell nah, ain't no mask out here, shorty. I walked in the store and he was like, I can tell you ain't from here because you got a mask on. Yeah, niggas niggas don't wear them at all.
Yeah, because you were probably right in the middle of a pandemic when you left.
Yeah, it was more so to the point where like it was more so around the time when it was chilling. Cause once pandemic really hit, I left Texas. I came from home. Niggas told me that was the end of the world, so I wasn't trying to be out there stuck in Houston. So like when shit calmed down, by the time I moved out here, everything was pretty much chill. Like Texas was starting to open back up, other cities are starting to open back up. But I feel like Atlanta just always been open. Like I don't know, I can't really speak on it too well, but I feel like ever since I've been here, niggas not worried about no COVID. Like I go in the store, I forgot my mask, and like the niggas like, nah, you good? Like come on. And then, so it's definitely different out here.
Wow. So music-wise, have you been able to I don't even know where to start. When you first, what was your first, I guess, piece of music work that you did down in Atlanta, and what was that like? Who'd you first meet? Who'd you how did that go for you?
Alright, so really, it wasn't when I moved out here. It was, I want to say 2019. I was on a little road trip. I had some shit to handle back home. I was in Texas, so I took a little road trip all the way up to Baltimore, drove all the way up to New York, and then took another trip back down. So it was a long ass drive. But while I was there, I came down to Atlanta. I linked with my producer Skate. I don't know if y'all familiar with Skate 08.
Skate 808.
Yes, sir. Skate 8. It's SK 808. I think.
Yeah, SK 8.
My boy. Yeah, he one of the hottest producers right now in Atlanta. This ain't even me gassing that nigga. He was just on what was that? The Thug last tape, his last project he just dropped.
Oh, the Young Stone Alive?
Yeah. I think it was
with the whole label.
With the whole label, yeah. He was on the song with I think Carly and Coyle Ray.
That's my favorite song.
Yeah, you listen to the beat, you're gonna hear that Skate Away tag in the beginning. That's my boy. I came out here and tapped in with him about 3 years ago. Yeah, so that was real solid. But I've been my nigga for a minute, so it was good to finally come out here. He from here, so it was good to come out here and work with him in his city. Get to see around this motherfucker. That's what made me want to come here. That first time coming, I was like, all right, but I like it. I just like to work. So once I got out here, we studio hopping 3 different studios in a day, working. I'm like, I can't wait to come back, and then we just ended up moving.
That's crazy. So when did you start doing music? Early on. First, or maybe this. When did you realize you could rap? When did you know you could rap?
I ain't gonna lie, not even no cocky shit. I always been somewhat inclined to this shit. When I was young, I think I first started rapping when I was a real, real, but I can't give you an exact age. But I always been the youngest cousin, you feel me? So me and all my cousins and my brothers and then we we gonna start a rap group. This around Soulja Boy time, you feel me? That you shit. So we man, we gonna start a rap group. Everybody thought we finding beats. We gonna freestyle to this, that, and the third. I'm the only nigga that came back and really wrote some shit. You feel me? So when I'm rapping, they man, that shit hard. We just going, gas you up type shit. You feel me? And ever since then, it was all right. At least I know
Hold on, connection. I'm gonna wait for it to load. Hold on, my phone is catching up to what he's saying. Okay, I got the request. Fingers crossed. Okay, I can see you too, and I can hear you.
All right, bet. Cool. We good. Cool. My bad. It ain't no gas, but ain't no service out this motherfucking nigga.
There's no gas, no service, no nothing.
Yeah, Atlanta fucked up. I'll come here right now,
yeah. My bad. So you said you've been here. This is nice. Okay. So when was a moment when you were you probably already had a lot of music out by at this time or whenever, where you looked at you got an opportunity or you had a song that did extremely well, or you met somebody that kind of where was your moment of confirmation? I gotta do this. Music is for me. I'm nice at this. I got it.
The first song I ever recorded for real. The first time I had been writing for years. You feel me? But I think my first song I recorded I was probably 13 or 14. I had my mom's, my father at the studio with me. You feel me? Cause
really
this it's funny, right? So my cousin, this nigga was like 40 something. You feel one of the older cousins, you feel me? That you just call uncle. So he was like, he used to manage niggas around the city. I'm like, yo, I'm trying to rap. I used to tell him all the time, and they used to think I was bullshitting because nobody ever heard me rap like my mom's and them. So like one day it's like my 14th birthday. I'm like, yo, what's up? Take me to the studio. Take me to the studio. So they take me. They all come and shit. Like, all right, we just going to pay for his little session. He gonna do his one song, get out of the system, and he'll be all right. He ain't gonna want to do that shit no more. I go in this motherfucker. I load up the beat. You feel me? And I think like my first time rapping, I was trying not to say the curse words because I wasn't expecting my peoples to be right there in front of me. And they like, nah, bro, just say that shit. Just imagine we not here. You feel me? So I like turned the mic around. Turn the mic like I'm in the corner in time out. And I kind of just went in there and I started rapping. I did like the whole song through, like no punching, no nothing. And when I turned around, like I'm wondering why it's just silent in this bitch. And I turned around and niggas just kind of looking like, who the fuck wrote that? Like, that's not you. Like, who the? And I'm like, nah, nigga. Like I've been telling y'all, get me in the studio. And like after that, nigga, I want to sign me up for this, sign me up for that. I was like, I'm gonna stay to myself. You feel me? So when I finally like did some shit that I was like, nigga, this what I like doing, and I seen motherfuckers around me like, oh yeah, nah, we'll put some money behind that. Like we fucking with that. It was like that was my first real like, all right, I could do something with it. And then I guess like after that, it just became like a habit of like me kind of watching niggas that I'm in like the studio with that kind of gotta force themselves out of when I'm there. Like, and again, not on no cocky shit, but it's like, you know how when you on the court, imagine niggas that hoop, right? If you a hoop and you watching that shit, right? Imagine you on the court, you feel me, and you know it's a nigga out there that's really getting buckets, and you like, well, I'm gonna stick him, you feel me? Like, that's how that shit feel. Like when I'm in the studio with other motherfuckers, and I watch a nigga have to elevate his shit, like you can't just get in here and freestyle with me. I don't care who the fuck you is, but don't freestyle on the song with me. It's not gonna work out for you. I ain't even trying to brag on no cap shit, but it's like that's just how I feel, you feel me? Once I got to that point where I started realizing, like, nigga, I don't put out no bad shit. I'm not putting out no bad product. Niggas around me won't allow me to put out no bad shit. My niggas assholes, you feel me? Like, my manager alone gonna clown the shit out of me if I come with something trash, you feel me? So you gotta come with your A game if you fucking with me. And like, once I kind of realized that it was over.
Dang, they said you talking about Stokey. Stokey was your manager.
Nah, not Stokey. It was my cousin Brian and shit, one of my peoples and shit. Now you know I'm rocking with the home.
I was trying to say, that's your family.
Hell no. Shout out Stokey, though. I fuck with that nigga.
Yeah, shout out to him. He's amazing. He one of my favorites.
Nah, for real, man.
Dang, that's crazy. So your Instagram, like, when did you, like, now, that's like the first thing most people look at is your Instagram, and they see that you're doing these like Instagram freestyles. I love them. I love the Usher one. Like, when did you start those, and like what made you want to do like take the Instagram route with the music?
Really, I mean, that was a big push on management as well. Like, my manager, he be having to get on my ass sometimes to remind me, like, nigga, in this day and age, you can't just rap, you feel me? Like, niggas want to see you every day. If you ain't in the nigga face every day, they gonna forget you. So, like, as I'm starting to learn that shit and, like, because I don't do social media for mine. I ain't used to all that.
Yeah, how old are you?
I'm only 24, but...
I was sorry to say, you been talking like you an old head.
Yeah, nah, I'm only 24, but I ain't never been no, like, posting ass nigga. Like, I don't take no pictures of just me like that. I don't really take no pictures when I'm out. You feel me? I just be out, you know what I mean? If I take a picture, it's like an event, you feel me? A celebration or something. So the only thing I guess I'm kind of getting used to, like, all right, nigga, you got to do your little videos, got to, you know, keep niggas up to date with the freestyles or whatever, because that's what niggas like to see, especially as, like, with the way we've been going, we ain't been dropping as much, like you know, iTunes, Spotify, all that. We ain't been putting out too much content for niggas because we trying to build and get shit to where we wanted to, which we at now. So it's like, if you're not dropping on iTunes and giving niggas shit they can be playing on the car while they driving, you got to at least be in niggas' face every time they sign in on Instagram.
Yeah,
every time
literally.
They need to see you feel me? And that's just something that just, like, I don't know, it's easy for me. It's fun for me. These be the little shits that I don't get to put out. So I'm like, fuck it, let me go ahead and let niggas hear what I did to this beat. Or let me go. Sometimes I might just ask a nigga in the car and be like, yo, give me a beat, you feel me? And I go ahead and throw that bitch up for y'all the time.
Okay. No, I like that. I like that you also, I noticed you'll have your video playing, like if you do the one in the house, you'll have your video on the screen behind you. I was looking like, is that the beat? Like, is that the instrumental? And then somebody was like, no, that's him. I was like, oh, that's tough.
Yeah, you know, I be having like, and they be like the little sneak peek shit. Like a lot of them shits I ain't dropped yet and shit. I've been trying to push Nate to let me throw them bitches out, but we gonna get them out there eventually and shit. They coming real soon. But I don't know. I just be trying to, again, just like, what the niggas call it? It's like guerrilla marketing or some shit like that, where it's like,
where you just kind of shop.
Like, they ain't got no choice but to see you. Anywhere you look, you gonna see me. While you hear me, you gonna see me, and you gonna see me again. You feel me? So,
yeah, that's the way to go.
Stay at niggas next. You know, that's the best way to be. Stay at niggas next every day. They can't forget you.
That's one of the things. I'm glad you brought that up, because that's one of the things I noticed about you. I found you on Instagram. Somebody sent me a page. Shout out to Chef Bizzle. He's the one who sent me. Yeah. I knew. I was like, he's going a little too hard. I gotta listen to you. I didn't scroll through your Instagram. I like looked at your Instagram page real fast, but I clicked the link in your bio. It takes you right to Apple Music. So I was listening to Apple Music, and I like, you are so versatile, because the songs that like are on Apple Music, you sound, it's first of all, you sound unique from other people that I heard. Second of all, they all are different vibes. Like, you got one that was like, I think what is it, Your Bag, and it was like kind of like an old school, not old school, but like a 2000s like real raw hip hop beat vibe. And you got Red and Blue, which is like a kind of like uplifting, kind of community conscious vibe. Then I get on Instagram and you want some like freestyling, young guy, like just going off. Like, have you always been that versatile?
My shit going, I don't know it again.
I can hear you good. Everybody's excited. They say every time it gets good.
my bad. Little technical difficulties and shit.
You're fine. So talk about your versatility, and like, what do you channel to be able to give all these different vibes?
For real, it's kind of like I guess the timing, like I said, with us not really dropping as much, it really gave me a lot of time to like build and stack on shit and like realize what I do like, what I don't like, and what I need to build on. You feel me? Like, it had been periods of time, like when I first started rapping, like when I was young, but the only thing I would rap about was Drake beats. You feel me? So I'm the whole time rapping like Drake, sounding like Drake. Then a nigga had to tell me, bro, stop rapping about bitches all the time, bro. Stop rapping about your feelings. Nigga, rap about money. It's like, all right, bet. Now I'm gonna rap about this for like 3 weeks straight. You feel me? And it's like, I don't know, over time, I don't really put out shit, but all I really listen to is me, because like the catalog then grew so much that it's like I just sit and criticize myself, critique my own shit. So now it's at the point where it's like, all right, I can kind of see where my weak areas is. Like, I know what I'm good at, what I can do with no hesitation. I know what type of shit it's like, all right, it's gonna take me a little minute. I'm gonna have to sit on that, write on that for a couple of days, And it's like, I don't know, I guess it's repetition. It's like niggas say with just about anything. Like, the more you do that shit, the more you just go over shit, the more you gonna realize how much you can really do with that shit, and the better you gonna get with it. You feel me? Like, in the beginning, I probably was just hella like monotone. Like, and my old man used to tell me, like, I ain't really like bring myself alive enough. You would hear it would sound cool, like the words, but the energy wasn't there. It wasn't selling itself. You feel me? And like over time, just especially being in different areas, going from Baltimore, then going to Houston, then going to Atlanta, it's a lot of different vibes in each one of them places. So niggas like different shit. You feel me? That East Coast shit, niggas in Houston ain't fucking with. Like, we don't like that New York sound and shit. We don't like that East Coast shit. Then you go down here, niggas like, we don't like all that chopping and screw shit. You feel me? We want some other shit. You feel me? So, like, I don't know. You just kind of gotta adapt and learn wherever you go. That shit just adds to your little resume.
That's really cool. Because all of the different places where you stayed had that influence.
You feel me? And it's just like,
before you listen to Only You. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you good. You good? What you saying?
Before you, because I know you like you just say you listen to your own music. Who are some like other artists that you listen to maybe before, or like that you like a lot, that like that are your go-tos?
Even right now, like I still like I try to mix it up. Like, I ain't really too picky on necessarily who. It's just what, like, if that shit hit, that shit hit. Like, I still jam Roddy Ricch all the time. That Love Key Glock tape they just dropped, that shit go, you feel me? Thug shit always gonna go, you feel me? Like, it's a lot of, I ain't really, like, too stuck to one, like, genre. I notice a lot of niggas that I be around, like, they either only like that go-in shit, or only like some drill sound and shit, or these niggas only like down south shit.
Yeah.
Shit. You feel me? Like, I don't really care. I just get used to listening to whatever the niggas around me listen to. And if it's hard, I'm gonna play it. Like you'll find a little bit of everything on my playlist. You know what I mean, like if I'm just listening to it, some shit I be having to skip through because I know niggas don't be trying to listen to all that type shit. Well, yeah,
You got some
I really
R&B on your playlist?
Shit, I got R&B, I got hip hop, I got rock music, like I got all types of shit. You feel me? Like I really be just, if it's hard, it's hard. I mean, I might be in a grocery store, like out at one of these little mall stores or some shit. And they playing some shit out of Urban Outfitters, whatever the fuck I'm walking by. I'm just like, fuck it, that shit weird, but it sound cool. I'm gonna download that shit, listen to it later on. You feel me? Even though nothing else, just for inspiration, see what I can do with that shit later.
That's cool. I know you mentioned earlier that your parents were in the studio with you that one time. Did they play like a lot of music around you coming up?
Definitely. My father, he was an old ass, like old funk ass listening to ass nigga. So I used to hear like a lot of shit, like names that I don't even remember, like George Clinton and P Funk and shit like that. You know? Like, then my mother, she kind of a little ratchet when she want to be, so she listened to her nigga shit too. I mean, it wasn't never like no sense of like you can't listen to this or you can't listen to that. It's like nigga, it's music. We gonna listen to what the fuck we listen to. You gonna listen to what you listen to. And that shit just, I don't know. Like, it plays some role in, like, the shit that I listen to, like, on, Sundays, everybody, you black, that's cleaning day. So you hearing all that old black
all
music.
The old, the 70s
like,
and 80s.
Whatever, some Frankie Beverly in the morning, whatever, you know me? Like, you don't know what it's going to be. But, like, I don't know. As I got older, it's like I said, I was the youngest, too. So I didn't know how to work out that line wire and shit like that. You feel me? I was a good nigga. I'm like, look, whatever my older brothers and cousins listening to, that's what I'm listening to. If y'all like Lil Wayne right now, I like Lil Wayne right now. Y'all listening to what? 3 6 Mafia, whoever the fuck it was. That's what we listening to. You know what I
mean? Yeah, me too. I think or even the people that you just named. Like when I think of the music that I was surrounded by, my older cousins was definitely playing like Lil Wayne, 3 6 Mafia. That was definitely the wave at that time.
You feel me? And it's like that's what really put you on to that shit. You feel me? Like the niggas that you around. So that shit do have like a heavy influence and probably like my sound now because I know all that shit like helped develop where it's at now. But like I don't know, you don't really peep it back then. You kind of just hear it, so you like, I like that song. You feel me? And that's just how I still am now. I don't look for niggas tapes or download shit when it come out. I download it if I'm in the car and you play it, and I'm like, all right, I like that shit. You feel
me? That's a good point. Because you want to be influenced as an artist, but you don't want somebody's sound to like take over your sound. You don't want to like get to the point where you're trying to sound like them.
Exactly. And it's real easy to do that, especially like if you still finding your sound. And it's honestly very few niggas that have found their sound. Like I won't even say I done fully found my sound. You feel me? But like I just know what avenues and what lanes I'm comfortable in. You feel me? Like, but every nigga, when I say find your sound, like every nigga got that one sound that's gonna sell. Like if you listen to Roddy Ricch and them niggas, these niggas don't always sound how they sound right now. Thug and always rap how he rap. Black Youngster always rap how he rap. You feel me? A lot of these niggas ain't rap how they rap now. They had to keep practicing that shit until they found their lane. You feel me? So it's like when you trying to find that lane, it's cool to be influenced and like build off what another nigga doing or try that shit out for yourself. But if that's all you listening to, you feel me? That shit gonna flood your shit. You gonna be clouded. You gonna end up sounding like whoever you end up trying to be. You feel me? Like, and I just don't be trying to do all that shit. Plus, I'm really just lazy. I don't be having the time to go to niggas and download
now. Well, I can't tell you lazy. I was going to talk about how if somebody just looks at you on YouTube, they just search your name. They don't even go to, your channel. They just search your name. You have endless features, like videos, like not little weak, like full-blown professional, well done, popping, popular music videos with hella artists. How do you look at like collab culture? Is it easy for you to collab with a lot of people? What does it take for you for somebody like to collab with you?
Me personally, I love like just working with whoever I can. You feel me? Like especially if it's hot, man. Like, and sometimes that shit, I ain't gonna cap. Sometimes that shit not the wave because like when niggas know you can rap, everybody want to rap around you. Everybody want. I'm like, sometimes I want to chill. Sometimes I want to rap with you today, nigga. You feel me? But for the most part, like on some serious shit, like I love working with niggas, especially niggas with talent. Like if you got talent and shit, I want to work with you. For me, and I'll come to your lane. Like that's why I kind of enjoy being like so versatile with shit, cause like I don't need you to step over here and try and do what the fuck I'm doing. You feel me? You do what you're comfortable with and just leave me a space open on that bitch, and we gonna make that bitch a hit. You feel me? Like I really I enjoy being around niggas that work like kind of how I work, or like that at least like had that same level of like talent. Cause it bring that shit out of you too. You feel me? I ain't gonna cap like I'm the hardest nigga living. You feel me? Or like I'm the hardest nigga that's ever gonna be. You feel me? It's always gonna be a nigga better than you at some point in life. You feel me? Like that's just how life work. But like when I get in the booth with a nigga, especially if we both like, oh yeah, I'm harder than you, I feel like, you know, we right there. Yeah, that shit gonna bring the best out of niggas, you feel me? So I love working with motherfuckers, especially niggas that's dead, you feel me? Or niggas that I see that's about to be where they, you know, where I'm trying.
Who's one of your favorite collabs?
Right
like
now,
to this
I ain't
day.
gonna lie. To this day, my favorite one so far, I ain't gonna cap. Me and my nigga Sean and definitely did a hard ass feature. And I can't speak too much on it yet because we still got shit like lined up.
I was gonna say that's not out yet because
Yeah, me and my nigga Sean, I don't know if y'all hip to him. His name Sean Smith. He used to go by Young Sav. He my nigga out of Philly and shit. One of the hardest niggas, I ain't gonna lie. I think he signed with Rock right now. But I know that boy going crazy, you feel me? Like, y'all gotta tell. He just dropped his Lemon Pepper freestyle. So me and him got some shit lined up. And other than that, me and my nigga JJ back in Houston, we've been cooking ever since I've been in Houston, you feel me? We got a lot of shit that niggas ain't put out, and I'm trying to push this nigga to get on, but he working on some own shit, so I ain't going, you know, stress about that.
I love that. You always like you motivate. I feel like you motivate yourself, but you do really well at motivating other people also. How do you feel about like where do you get motivation from? Do you get it from your family? From like you have direct support? Like what is your motivation come?
Really, mainly like lately, the team for real, like, and it's not like a big team, like it's a whole lot of us out here really grinding, but like the few niggas that I got with me that's really like working their ass off, you feel me, to make shit work, you feel me? It's like them niggas really be the push for real. I ain't gonna lie, because it's like it's one thing for you to put your all behind your shit that you want, you feel me, like whether it's your business, you do clothes, lashes, you a rapper, a singer, hooping, whatever the fuck you want to do in life is one thing to put your all behind that. But when some other motherfuckers putting their all behind that too, you feel me? And the end goal, if you know when you get there, that shit gonna change everybody's life, you feel me? Type shit. Like, that's the type of shit that really like fuel a nigga, you feel me? It's hard to like really not do your all when you see another nigga doing his all for your shit, you feel me? Like, a nigga like, this your song, this your video, why you not ready? I'm putting X, Y, Z into this. We talking to these people. We making this happen. Why you late? Why you not here? You feel me? Like, so I take pride in like trying to like make sure that the niggas this stepping for me. You feel me? Like they getting what they deserve out that shit. You know what I
mean? Yeah, that's what's up. So back to Instagram because that you using the phrase guerrilla marketing that shows me that you are like, you know, very serious and you have good strategy going on behind everything that we see. Is that where, do you think that's where most of like your listeners are listening from?
You mean like from like Instagram and shit?
Yeah, I think so because I looked at your music before and you were mentioning that like you had other stuff that wasn't out yet and stuff. And I'm like, everybody loves him, but they can't be listening to these songs that I'm looking at on Apple Music. They gotta be listening to
there's only like 3 songs out there. Like that'd be the funny part. Like a lot of times, like I do be seeing like the letter out in game, like especially like over time, you feel me? Like, cause I ain't gonna act like I always just been on nigga that had the juice. Some niggas come in and shit, they got the juice and everybody just like nigga had to work for, you know, the love that I get, so I appreciate that shit. And it's like, when it comes to that shit, it's like, a lot of it for me is just like in person, you feel me? Like a lot of these motherfuckers either then seen me in some capacity, like been around me to some capacity, or been around motherfuckers who like carried me to like high regards, I guess. But like as far as Instagram and shit, that definitely has been like, I say the most wave as far as like niggas reaching out to me that's not like face to face type shit, you feel me? Or niggas like actually being able to like see my work type shit. Like YouTube, a lot of that shit come up when at the years and years of like the shit I did in Atlanta, we ain't dropped that shit for like a year and a half later, you feel me? Then we pushed it for a little minute. It was like, all right, let's take it down for a second. We got to rebrand, you know? So it's like a lot of the Instagram shit that be like, if you want to see anything I'm doing day to day, or if you want to see anything I'm working on, little freestyles that I might not drop nowhere, you feel me? That's where you're going to see that shit at. You're going to see it until we decide to take that motherfucker down, so...
Yeah, I feel like I was going to say something is not. They got to be taking stuff away.
Nah, we done rebranded a couple times. You feel me? The page then went from about 100-something pictures to 0 pictures to I don't know, back up. I mean, it just be coming with the times. I mean, we'll have ways that we working so hard on one thing, shit come together how we want it, and by the time, you know, 'cause we put a lot of effort and time into the shit, we don't be rushing nothing. By the time the project or the EP or whatever get where we want it to be, we like, man, fuck that shit. We got something harder now. Fuck that whole project. Let's work on this now. You feel me? So it's like a lot of times that just be coming with the wave or the Instagram or the image or whatever. I done went from cutting my hair and all that shit. You feel me? I mean, shit be changing. Nigga got changed with it.
Yeah, definitely. So let's talk a little bit about the songs that are on Apple Music, because that's where a lot of people are gonna listen to their music. I think one of my favorites is probably Dia G. Talk a little bit about that and what was the inspiration behind that one.
Dia G, damn, that was an old one too. I think that was one of my first drops, as far as the ones that's on the page. That was at a time I think I was living out the studio, back and forth between studio and campus and shit. I was still in school, and I just had a lot of shit going on, personal life, nigga went home, did one, sometimes you leave for a minute, come back, shit ain't how you used to it being, you feel me? Yeah. But then I don't know, it was kind of a period where I kind of just stopped and looked back and realized all the shit that I was still doing, still pushing through, and it's fuck it, that shit just kind of came out. I'm one night in the studio by myself, and I'm like, nigga, we gonna die motherfucking G, you feel me? We just ended up putting that shit together. That wasn't even one I planned on dropping when I did it. It was just on some more venting shit, I guess. Mm-hmm. It just ended up sounding good, and we was fuck it, let's go ahead and throw that out and get back to dropping.
That's cool. And it says, do you think artists should say fuck the streaming services and sell directly to fans? That's a good question. What you think about that?
Ideally, of course, that'll be the, in my mind at least, that'll be the best way to do it, but it's all a matter of how, and that type of shit, the streaming shit so branded in society now type shit that it's
it's literally on our, it's the phone we use, and
because it's a lot of niggas to get to where they want to get to. It's not too many niggas that's doing big numbers independent right now, you feel me? With no push, you feel me? It's some niggas, don't get me wrong, but that's not the common thing, you feel me? Niggas is getting big numbers, 9 out of 10 they got to sign with somebody, get some type of distribution, publishing, whatever. So it's when it comes to that, I don't know, at least me, I feel I would love to just sell to fans, but I ain't gonna miss out on no motherfucking money. If it's money in streaming, you feel me, and that's what the labels is looking how much money can I get off your streams or whatever, nigga, we gonna get all the money we can get, you feel me? If it was a new way to sell directly to fans, I don't really know how he'd go about that, but I'll fuck with that shit though, you feel me?
Yeah, and I think it's coming, especially considering the fact that all of these big artists, their contracts and their deals are coming to a close and they almost done. Fair. So I definitely think it's gonna be, hopefully, some people band together and put together a new method for artists to get their music directly to their fans and make the money that they deserve, up front.
I love to see that shit. I ain't gonna lie. That shit have changed the whole fucking game for real.
Mm-hmm. It's gonna be crazy.
That shit'll be wild though. We gonna have to see. Man.
You do mostly freestyles.
Yeah.
I don't know if I probably watched the interview or read a comment or something, but it excited me that somebody said you're bringing back freestyle culture, this idea of cypher, this idea of a bunch of artists in the room, a DJ, and everybody just spitting. When did you? I guess you probably always been freestyling. When did you start? Do you like freestyling? Do you prefer writing?
I always prefer writing. I ain't gonna cap. I always prefer to write over freestyling just because I'm a real nitpicky ass nigga when it comes to this shit. I like everything to sound perfect, lined up, coordinated and all that. But with the freestyling, it's that's really just a vibe for me. If I'm having fun and we chilling, you feel me, in the room with some motherfuckers I'm fucking with, you feel me, especially if it's some other niggas that's gonna rap, that's the main thing for me. I ain't gonna lie, I don't like always having niggas looking at me. You know what I mean? We do rap, I'll do a little couple bars here, but somebody gotta jump in this motherfucker, you feel me? Especially because I don't know, that's why I build my energy. Like I said, when I'm around niggas that's talented, it make me want to go harder. When I'm around niggas and we having fun and we just rapping or whatever, that shit make me want to, really start rapping type shit. So,
yeah.
I don't know. I definitely love that shit, though, especially, the whole idea, ciphers and shit. I did a couple ciphers when I was in Houston. Shout out State Out Productions and shit. Them niggas, one of the livest, little teams in Houston in general, you feel me? To the day. So I did a couple ciphers with them, and every time they show love, every nigga in there be having some heat, you feel me? So I fucks with, just bringing niggas together. I ain't never really been around a bunch of niggas who all from somewhere else, even if it's all in one city. A lot of niggas be just from different hoods in Houston. But it's even then, y'all all got something different to bring to the table. All y'all niggas, got your own little wave y'all working on and shit. And eventually one of y'all niggas gonna make it. You feel me? And I ain't never been no wild what me as nigga. Nah, it's beautiful just to see niggas make it that I didn't see before you got there. You feel me? If I seen you when you was hustling like me and you blow up the mall, nigga, that's hard. You feel me? That's tough.
Yeah.
So I like seeing shit like that.
Do Do people like? How do people interact with you, knowing that you're from Baltimore, or knowing that you're not from where they're from, or is it not like as I don't know as noticeable since you are in cities that are so diverse?
Atlanta. I don't know. I really ain't even pop out here enough to notice in Atlanta yet. But I know it's a lot more of us out here. But I know in Houston it was like it's always the same shit. Yo, say you, say dude, say two.
Really, all the way
say,
in.
like niggas want you to be Simon fucking says or whatever, just repeat everything they say. Like I don't understand, but you know, niggas just be trying to fuck with your accent and shit. That's all.
Why do people like everybody has accent? Like if they come here, they're gonna sound different.
Country as shit. They sound country as shit. But the thing is, the longer I've been there, the more I start sounding country. Because then when I come back home, niggas be like, nah, nigga, you sound country now. Nah, you sound like one of them. Ooh. So like I don't even know what the fuck I sound like no more. But it do be funny though, just cause like in a lot of places, especially Baltimore being a small city, a lot of niggas don't never even meet no nigga from Baltimore. But you might know one nigga, or you got an aunt that live out there or something, but you ain't never really been there and seen shit from there. You feel me? So they don't really be knowing what to expect. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Somebody brought up that you and Meg were classmates. I heard this on an interview you did.
Yeah.
Like, are y'all cool?
Nah. I ain't even gonna cap like. I ain't in no shorty well at all, you feel me? Like, but I literally, like, when I first got to Texas, I had class with shorty. We sat, like, in the same class, like, down there, like, a row apart from each other. Meet her and, like, my right-hand mans and shit. They had a whole group project together, like, you know, like, and she was, like, a real studious-ass shorty. Like, she wasn't, like,
she come off that way.
Nigga, you wouldn't never known she was rapping, none of that shit. Like, she about her business shit, coming that bitch, like, you know, dress outfits, dress like she like a bank manager. I say she dressed like a bank manager or some shit like that with the dress slacks with the nice button up and shit. You feel me? Blades on.
She a stallion.
You feel me? And she legal straight off campus. And I was like, that shit crazy because like right after that semester, I seen her like on TV. She had a video, Money Bag, Wale. I'm like, damn, shorty, like you blow. I think I spoke to her one time that whole semester. That was it. I ain't never speak to her. I like that. That's wild.
And it's crazy because you're the type of person like I feel like if you'd have known she rap, you'd have been going for it. Like you did this. Let's get on a song together. Like I feel like if you would have known that she rap,
right? But it's like so like me, I got a real big problem with I can't press nobody for nothing. You feel me? So I ain't gonna press nobody for a song. And she wasn't never like I ain't gonna cat like she wasn't bougie, spaghetti, no shit like that. But you know how you see somebody and they already got like a lot of followers busting. You feel me? And they ain't really like they real off like to themselves, not standing off. Real proud of what they shit down. But she wasn't talking to nobody in the class like that. At least not in our class. You feel me? Like she come do her work and get the fuck. So I'm like, I ain't gonna be in your face and shit. But when we found out she rap, we came to her one day and we like, me and my man Cam, he like, hey, shorty, you rap? She like, you know, a little something, you know. She like, nah, you kind of famous, right? Like you be rapping and shit. I see you got some followers and shit. She like, I mean, I'm alright, you know, she been humble and shit. She like, I'm alright, you know. I mean, so we like, alright, that's cool. I mean, we gonna fuck with you, you know, just joking with her. Nigga, like 2 weeks later, she had a feature with Wale and Moneybag. I'm like, oh, that's out the door now. It's out the door. I ain't even know, hey, that's not that song.
That price like, different.
I ain't even about to be that nigga that's like, I see you coming up, let's work now. Like, nah, on your day, you feel me? You hustling. Like, I mean, do you? I mean, but that shit was tough though. Like, it really do make me happy seeing motherfuckers like, even if I ain't know you like that, like, nigga, you look right here and black to me. They just showed me, nigga, who saying I can't be there? Who saying you can't be there or the next nigga can't be there? We sat in the same fucking class, man, the same student loans, nigga. Now you out this getting meals, you feel me? That shit tough.
Wow. Did you go down there specifically for school or you had already, like, moved?
No. I went to Texas just for school. I didn't even know I was going to, like, get in. Like, I literally was like, my mother sent me down that bitch prior the day before and was like, look, nigga, try to get in. And if it don't work, and just consider a little weekend vacation, come home.
Wow.
And I went out that bitch on a Sunday, and then by Tuesday, I was in the dorm. I had classes and shit. And I was just like, damn, this shit crazy. Because I wasn't like, I wanted to finish school, but I wasn't really expecting to do that shit. I'm like, nigga, I don't care. I just wanted to rap, you feel me? By that time, I was like, fuck school, fuck going to college, all that shit. But I ain't want to be home. So when it was like, you can go to Texas, you just got to go to school. Like, fuck.
Wow. What high school did you go to?
I went to Woodlawn. I was at Poly at first, but I left it.
Oh, okay.
Woodlawn.
Okay. I don't know who BZ is. Do you know what they're talking about?
Beezy. Which Beezy?
They said, do you fuck with Beezy?
I'm trying to think who Beezy. I ain't been reading none of the comments this whole time. That's wild.
Oh. Oh, no. You like Tory Lanez. Oh, no.
He said Tory Lanez. I can't speak on Tory Lanez. That's like a forbidden topic right now and shit.
Oh, Yella Beezy.
Oh,
you
Yella
can't
Beezy.
give Yella Beezy. You can't give Yella Beezy a nickname. You gotta call Yella Beezy Yella Beezy.
Yella Beezy cool. I fuck with that nigga shit. Shit hot for her. I ain't gonna lie. He might put me on his shit back early when I got in Houston and shit. I fuck with that nigga.
Yeah, no, I like him.
These comments, well, I ain't even see these comments the whole time.
So when you're not rapping, what do you do? What do you like to do?
Shit, really nothing. Like I be in the crib, yo. I ain't gonna lie. Like I be in the crib. I'm probably rolling up or just chilling. Like I don't really be out like that no more. Like, I used to be out heavy. I don't be out. I don't be going nowhere. If I ain't at the studio, even if I ain't rapping, I be trying to be at the studio. Like even if it ain't my session type shit. Like my man's got a session.
Oh, okay.
Type shit. Like get inspired, catch a vibe or some shit. I don't know. Other than that, I'd probably be sleep.
That's good.
Yeah, streets dangerous. I don't like outside no more. Fuck that shit.
Oh yeah.
Niggas was already shooting and shit. Now they got Corona out here and niggas shooting.
And ain't no gas.
Man, ain't no gas, ain't no service. Fuck that shit.
I have a question for you. You posted all right now. You posted like a snippet, like a sneak peek for Western Freestyle.
Yeah.
When is that dropping? When are the people gonna get that? Because everybody is waiting.
That bitch, I ain't gonna lie. I was expecting to drop it way sooner, but it's coming soon though. It's coming real soon. I ain't gonna lie. That's gonna be probably one of the first ones y'all get, like when we do stuff like actually releasing. Cause that's my favorite video. I ain't gonna lie. I be playing that bitch.
I was about to say the creative director. That video is gonna be crazy. The snippet is crazy. Did you come up with that concept by yourself? I don't believe you.
The concept was me. I ain't gonna lie. The concept was me, but Tag really brought it to life. If y'all in Houston, her name Tag Productions. You feel me? Like Shorty really liked that. You feel me? She gonna get you right. And like we ain't really had much time between me and her to put it together like in person. So like the whole like 2 weeks before, I'm buying outfits. What you need, like who all be in the video. Everybody gotta have a fit. Everybody gotta be coordinated. I'm renting out spots. I'm out this bitch like who got a snake, who got a tiger. You know, like I just be trying to put shit together. You know what I mean? Like when I do actually invest in shit like videos and shit, I know that every nigga got a video nowadays. Every nigga homeboy shoot videos, or somebody run a block shoot videos. So every nigga got at least a video. So if your shit not one of the hardest, like
they gotta be a good video.
You feel me? That shit don't look good, if it don't look interesting, if it ain't clean cut 4K, you know, something interesting going the fuck on, niggas ain't gonna be paying you no attention like that. You feel me? Like a nigga told me like a long time ago, he was like, if you realize like the problem with niggas doing content, which again why I don't drop that much. He was like, if you put some shit out on YouTube right now, you can spend all your money on this one video and drop that bitch as soon as you do it, right? That could be the hardest video any nigga put out this year. But as soon as that video ends, it's about 5 seconds where that little circle go around, and then they play the next song to come up. And if you ain't got nothing else that hard to follow up with,
yeah,
their song playing next. You feel me? They already forgot you by the time that circle went away. You feel me? So it's like I do shit like that and be so amped to put it out, but I'm like, nah, nigga, you gotta wait because you need about 10 more of them before you can start dropping.
You gotta go, because that's how a lot of people also find new music, like their new favorite artists. Like they'll play somebody they like on YouTube, and then they, like you said, the circle will come on, and then it gotta be another banger. It gotta be another banger.
Because if you ain't got enough to keep niggas' attention, at least for a little bit, for a couple songs, then it's like you just another nigga in the mix. You feel me? So it's like songs like that, like videos like that specifically. I love that video. I watch that bitch down there every day. You feel me? I can't wait to put that hoe out. But I want to make sure that we got the right follow-ups behind that joint too. You know, so when we get niggas that today, like, all right, we gonna wait another 10 months for this nigga to get everything else together, put some more shit out.
Well, we waiting because I was looking like, what is it? I was like, he posted this some time ago. It's out here. I'm looking everywhere. I'm like, he didn't put that out.
Niggas been mad, but I'm like, I'm gonna leave that snippet up just because. I ain't gonna lie. I like that joint. Keep niggas anticipating that shit for real. That videographer, she really put that shit together for real. I ain't gonna lie. Me and her did a couple
like you would have thought she flew to Dubai to make that video. The way the snippet looked.
Yeah, that's it's a little spot out in Houston and shit actually, but that motherfucker, I don't know if they still open or not, but a couple niggas done hit that joint now. I'm glad I was one of the first ones to get in there, but I'm gonna still wait to drop it. I'm gonna let niggas do their thing. You feel me? I'm gonna drop that bitch when it's time. You know what I mean? Yeah, that whole clean. I ain't gonna lie, they gonna like that motherfucker when they get it. Everybody who had a hand in that motherfucker, they been pushing me and shit. Like, when you dropping that video, nigga, when you gonna let us go? When you gonna let us blow up, nigga? I'm like, nah, we gonna get to that shit though.
That's what's up. How do you so I'm pretty sure you're gonna be doing more freestyle videos. How often do you drop them? Like, how do you plan them? Like, is it always like off the whim, or do you be like
I be fake trying to get organized. I ain't gonna cap, that's on me. I be fake trying to get organized.
I was like, I feel like you're a little bit organized. That's why I asked.
It'll be like little spurts of organization. Like, sometimes I'll be like, all right, I'm gonna drop these joints every Monday, and then I'll do it for like 3 Mondays, and then I'll be like, all right, I might slip. I'm gonna drop one like Tuesday or Wednesday since I missed this Monday. Then the next week I'm like, all right, I'm working on like a whole different project or some shit, so I don't even be like really having the time to focus on that. Cause like a lot of times, like I got endless shit written, endless shit like ready, but like I said, I'm real nitpicky. I'm like a perfectionist with a lot of this music shit, so like I don't even be wanting to put it out there until I know that shit hard. I might send it to like 3 of the homies or something real quick, like, hey bro, this shit good enough, you feel me? Like, don't just tell me yes type shit. Like,
yeah, you can't handle
like,
yes man.
You feel me? Because that shit an image. I mean, that shit a brand. As soon as you put some shit out here that ain't up to par, a nigga gonna look at that shit and be like, all right, I mean, it's cool, you feel me? But you might have just lost 1 or 2 followers or 1 or 2 listeners or 1 or 2 whatever. You feel me? Like, and in the end, all that shit gonna translate to dollars. So you can't be losing dollars because you ain't take your time with some shit. You feel me? That shit bullshit. Like, ain't no time limit on shit. So I be trying to stay as active as I can, but at the same time, like, I ain't gonna lie, I be caught up in shit, you know?
I feel you. Well, again, I am so very honored, and it was definitely my pleasure to have you here. I am just, my mind is blown. I'm still starstruck. Keep grinding. You already a star. You already, all big and stuff. But you have a really big following behind you. You have a lot of people who like love you. So don't stop. Keep going.
Oh man, shout out them, shout out y'all, and shout out you for real, man. Y'all the real winners. Fuck that shit. I just trying to keep up. For real.
Thank you. All right, y'all. That was Mook Ali in the place to be. We out. Good night.